here.
Yep.
We just got this coconut sent to us from the Joe Dunn Gallery of Artisans in Pine Island, Florida. Joe and Donna Loibel. And we're going to hang that up. And you know what? Coconut oil is actually something that's great for using on your skin.
I was worried about her for a while. Couldn't make any sense of it.
To moisturize.
That's right, because it's getting cold outside.
Right.
And you need to moisturize, protect your skin from the elements around us. And joining us today with Winter Skin Tips is Brian.
Well, it turns out it's Dr. Tim Daly, Director of the Pediatric Dermatology for Nassau County Medical Center. So he's from Long Island, made the commute like me, although I didn't bring a smock.
Right. Well, I have to look official. That's it. You know?
How are you, Ted?
Pretty good. Pretty good.
Good. You know, this is the toughest time of the year on your skin, other than direct solar radiation, isn't it?
It is. Well, the summer, I would say, is the worst because you're really getting that hard sun. But in the winter, and particularly this time when it's changing, is when it's worst. One of the things I want to address, though, is coconut oil is good for your skin on your body, but not on your face. On your face, sometimes you'll end up getting pimples with that, and it's very, very thick.
Don't like the pimples.
No. Pimples don't cut it.
You know, I got to tell you, not a lot of our guests come here with latex gloves and a tin of Crisco.
Right. This is it.
What'd you bring this for?
Not for what you're suggesting.
What are we doing here?
She suggested.
Let me tell you that.
It's just so odd.
Yes, one of the biggest things that we have a problem with is cost with these things.
Right.
And whenever you're moisturizing, people think you need to get something very fancy, and you need to get, you know, I won't mention any names, but some of the high-end products.
Yeah, but this is pretty inexpensive.
Is very good. Crisco is great. Olive oil.
Not for cooking, though. I mean, for cooking, it's good too.
For applying on your skin.
Putting on your skin.
Particularly right after you take a shower while you're still wet. While you can just take some of the wetness off and still be damp and put it on. You lock in all that moisture right there. Do that with the olive oil as well.
Now, you're supposed to put the Crisco on first and then put the glove on, right?
Well, the reason I have the glove...
Am I doing it wrong?
Well, this is fine. You can go ahead and do that. You can see how it is. No, this is fine for you. But the reason I brought the gloves also is one of the tips that we have is if your hands are very, very bad and you have a extreme hand dermatitis where it's very, very cracked and you have redness on that area, to soak it in water for about 5 minutes or so and then put Crisco on top and then put the gloves on top and leave that on overnight. That will really help a lot.
And it's great for your love life, too, I'm sure.
It is, because if you want to take it off, and then, yes, well, you can imagine the possibilities with that.
Uh-oh, she's wearing the gloves again. Hey, we've got some tips on fighting dry skin. First of all, doctor, get the right soap, something light like Dove and Caress. You don't want to use lava on your face, do you?
No, Dove is very good. Caress is good. I have something, there are others, something called Starfill or Cetaphil is a very good product. I don't have that out right here.
What about Neutrogena?
And Neutrogena is also very good. The biggest problem is people end up overbathing. They bathe, particularly in the U.S., they bathe twice a day. You know, people are showering.
And in France, I think they think that once a month is too much.
Right, I know. Well, there's a difference in it. And you know what? They're probably better off in terms of dry skin care in France than they are here.
Also, you suggest you should moisturize while still wet from the shower.
Why?
Oil or
because
cream
you lock in that moisture. You know, people think that you need to drink all water and that it's coming from the inside out.
Yeah.
It is to a certain extent, but it also has to do, just think how much you evaporate, how much loss you have.
Right.
And if you have wet skin and you put on the moisturizer on top and lock it in, you're just way ahead of the game.
Also, you should get a humidifier for your house.
That is it, particularly if you're doing poorly and you need that and you have other skin problems as well.
Something I was reading about in your information is was absolutely fascinating. You suggest super glue.
Absolutely.
If you've got big cracks in your skin.
Yes.
What?
If you have
What are you,
cracks in the tips of your fingers right here, it's absolutely great. If you have these small little fissures that are like little paper cuts, you close it and you put that on top and it stays there for 2 or 3 days and heals it up. It's great. I don't know if you've ever had these. Some people have a big problem with these.
I get them all the time.
My biggest problem is getting people to do it, you know, but this is actually established in our literature already to show that it's very effective. But people are afraid. Just don't glue it together when you do it.
If you're going to knock over a bank or something like that, is that also a good way to get rid of your fingerprints?
Well, it would work, yes.
Good. See, this is a great idea.
What's the most expensive hand cream you've got out here?
Well, first of all, these are all over the counter, and the thing that I recommend for you is to try this first and see how you do before you go see a doctor. And I'll just tell you that there's Lachydrin. This is the prescription one that I think is the best. And if you have a problem with this, you get this from your doctor, your dermatologist. And this
Real quickly, what about lips?
there's also one of these other lip balms. One of the ones that I really like is this right here is a shark cartilage lip balm. This is helpful for people who, these other lip balms and chapstick and Blistex has not helped, and they're really stuck. I find this is excellent. Also, vitamin E taken at 800 international units per day is very helpful for dry lips.
You never see a shark with chapped lips.
Well,
no, you don't.
True?
You don't.
A couple of other tips in addition to super glue: you should soak your hands in water, put the moisturizer on, put latex gloves once a week, or wear a bodysuit. What for?
If you're really dry all over and you have ichthyosis, dry skin where it almost looks like fish skin,
right,
you can moisturize and then put a bodysuit on top and you push that in. You get much more mileage out of it. And you can buy these for $10 or so at at consumers distributors and things like that.
And the unsung hero is Vaseline?
Here, Vaseline is wonderful. Vaseline is great, inexpensive, and excellent, particularly if money is a big concern and the amount that you're using with this. Use Vaseline and put it all over. It's great. It's equal to the rest of these. I like Curel very much. It's excellent. This is something that has has peanut oil as well as lanolin and olive oil.
There's a lot of stuff you can slather on.
Yeah. Try this.
Don't be afraid to lube up.
Bake a pie, moisturize your hands at the same time.
Dr. Ted Daly, thanks for joining us on this Monday morning.
Thank you very much.
Stop calling us Shirley. Just ahead on Fox and Friends, Mancow joins us live from Chicago.
And the toys are back in town. They're taking